Hey, I am here to give a little video on this Montagne shield that I'm building. This is Le Roc, the shield that Montagne uses in Rainbow Six Siege, and I decided to build it in real life and try and make it as accurate as I can. So for the first part, we're going to be doing what I call the Generation 1 shield, which was from when the game first came out. And this is quite simple in its mechanics, as it doesn't include the wings that pop out to the side to cover you from the side. Obviously, they were added later as a balancing item mechanic, but for now, we're going to add those later. We're gonna focus on the Generation 1 Montaigne shield. So to start off, accurate to the game, we're going to use these rail systems on the side. So we've got two pieces here, and for a prototype, I'm going to be just using some plywood first to get this mock-up going, and maybe in the future I'll replace it with aluminium or hopefully some steel and Kevlar. But for now, we're going to be using some plywood. So we're going to take these sheets and cut them into these into these sections here, as you see this shape, and we're going to be attaching some aluminium bar on the sides there, just so that we can attach these. Attach these slots, and these are the these are the tracks that will allow the shield to slide up and down and collapse and extend. So basically what we've got here is a basic little block there with two bolts in each side, and that'll allow it to slide up and down smoothly along the length of the shield so it can fold away effectively. In order to stop the shield from flexing sort of towards the inside, because obviously this is at the back and there's all the weight is in front of it, so it'll just want to swing back, we are going to place a block, an interlocking block here to catch it and hold it in one spot. That'll also help keep it more solid. And that's the first part. That'll be the sliding faces. For the second part, we're going to be assembling these glass pieces that retract, these plexiglass pieces, and they will be using a separate rail system, which is a piece of C-channel aluminium. I'm probably just going to use some aluminium box section and then cut a groove down the middle. And the way this works is in these tracks. Do I have a? I don't have a replica, sorry. The way this works is in these tracks there are little sliders for these glass pieces. So for the wings here, it's a simple piece of curved acrylic, and then they will be attached with little blocks in there that will slide in and out, and so those are obviously the inverse of the C-channel. And then the top glass piece obviously has to fold down and then extend over the user's head. So what we've done is we've got a nice little hook mechanism that uses a cylinder inside the channel so that it can rotate, and then a hook. So as the panel slides up, it'll reach a point where this pin can rotate in and hook. So it'll start off down here as so. Show you this side with the the slider inside the rail like that, and then the pin resting on the outside, and that will keep the panel straight up so that it doesn't get in your way. It's just flat against the shield. And then when it comes up here, this groove allows the pin to slip in, hold the whole assembly up, and keep the panel at an angle. Now this pin will also we'll attach a piece of cord or steel cable or something to the panel piece, which will also hold the wings, the glass wings. So that'll all hold that in place on this rail system. So that's the CAD part of this series. If you want, I can do some more detailed parts if I missed anything, if I was incoherently rambling. I can do another part, but that will be the first part of this series. The next part, I'll go over cutting out the plywood and applying the hardware, and then hopefully we'll be another step closer to finished. Thank you very much for your interest, and I'll see you in part 2, I suppose.